Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. We are a D&D 5e actual play stream set in the homebrew custom setting of Nuuli, which came out of my brain, and 5 of my friends over here are brave enough to play in. Woo! And happy Pride Month Eve, everybody. It's Pride Month Eve. Huzzah. Oh, yay. Love a gay IOTC. Love that. It's wonderful. Fantastic.
I tried to wear purple today, and this was the first purple shirt that came out of my drawer.
I love it. It's great. Cool. Well, hello, friends. Hello, everyone. I've got it. Thank you for the pride hearts. That's
Aww.
very nice. Very cool. NYC Zombie just resubscribed. Little late on the misfire on the what is it? The alert sound seemed to play a little late, but I saw it pop up. So thank you, NYC Zombie. But yeah. What else? That's it. Let's get into introductions. But before we can do introductions, someone's got to roll me that delicious D20. And yes, unfortunately, Matt is unavailable to play Spoot this evening, so Spoot will be a bit shadowy and indistinct unless he needs to not be, in which case someone will have to play that game. Which, who knows? Could be.
Are we getting in a fight again?
Who knows? Could be. Could be.
Man. We haven't killed anything in a while. It's true. We've been doing a lot of talking.
Your bloodlust is showing.
Alright, I'm gonna find his character sheet. Hang on.
Amber 16.
All right. Well, friends, please introduce yourself, introduce your character, and answer the question. One of your character's parents said something to them that they will never forget. What are those words that echo in your ear? Now, parents is a loose term here, so like authority figure, mentor, influence. We'll go with that. So, while that noodles around in your brain, for those of you who don't have amnesia as part of your backstory, for those of you who do, you have no choice but to answer now. We're going to start with Mike.
Hey, I am back from Alaska.
Woo!
My name is Mike. I play Defect, Warforged Arcanaton Barbarian, who suffers from amnesia, so he does not know, a profound moment with his parent. So I can't truthfully answer, but if I can just make one up on the fly, I would like to imagine that at some point, an older looking model of what I look like bends down to a younger Defect, and
Implying the
says,
Defect has grown since his activation.
I was just imagining, like,
Yep.
I'm just trying to imagine like a very cute baby Defect, all right?
still in a diaper.
I'm going to do a big spoiler right now. Defect, you look as cute now as you did on the day you were activated, because you're the same basic size and shape.
Okay.
Arcanatons do not.
Feels the image in my head now.
That's the best.
They used to be past.
But I love the idea of like chibi Defect running around. That's very cute.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Well, that image is destroyed, so I got nothing for you guys.
All right. Well, you failed the assignment, and I'm sure there will be no repercussions.
No,
Eric is now
none
going to make
whatsoever.
Tiny Defect.
Just a little keychain. Carry it on their phone all the time. Well, speaking of Greg, let's hop on to Amber.
Alright. Hello, I am Amber. I play Greg the Goblin Artificer. And, honestly, most everything that my dad said I kind of ignored, except that he kept saying, stick to what you know, goblins are filthy and sneaky, why do you have to try this fancy shit? So, that was pretty formative. obviously because I wanted to do the fancy shit, and I don't think goblins are filthy and sneaky. We're very smart. I mean, we're sneaky. And I guess we're kind of stinky and gross, but not always. We were once an empire, and we can do fancy shit too.
Absolutely. And you have every chance of being an empire again in this phase of Nuuli's history.
Quite possibly.
New goal for Greg, maybe?
Emperor of the new goblin sphere.
Sounds like a good title.
Really bad at title.
That's great. Hopping down, we got Sarah.
Oh, hey, that's me. I'm Sarah, and I play Olive, the half-orc moon druid. Conveniently, this is Olive's backstory has a solid answer to that, and that's the thing that her parents said to, or one of her parents said to her, was "Get out and don't come back."
Ouch.
Well, that would be formative.
Rough childhood.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, I have an easy
That
answer
really is
here.
something that you'd remember.
Well, short, quick, and heartbreaking. Thank you very much, Sarah. Let's move on then to our that's why the ice cream. Got it. Check. Understandable. Hopping to the bottom rung of this here ladder tonight, we got Tanner.
Hi, I'm Tanner. I'm playing Nereus, the Azamar sorcerer. And I would like to believe that young Nereus was told to never pick fights or start fights with people, but you always finish them.
Sounds like something your mom would say.
I can I can hear that coming out of their mouths.
That's it. I always tried to defuse the fight, and then they.
I imagine it was very much split. Like your mama Joy was like, "No, don't get in fights, Nereus. It's not very good not a good boy to get in the fights." And then your mom's like, "Unless you finish him."
Yeah.
You better finish it.
Yeah.
That's what I was imagining. Just like never don't tell Joy I said this, but
Exactly.
Being honest.
Oh,
yeah, but I didn't pick a fight with Bodo, but I finished it.
it's true.
That's fair.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very commendable of you.
Lots of chain lightning.
Yeah. And I am Jared. I'm your humble game master, dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. And I play everyone and everything else that is not the 5 PCs over here. With that being said, let's dive into last time on Nuuli Forged. We really need like theme music for this moment, and I don't have any.
No, let's bring it. Like, right.
No, just hum
Mike's horn
along.
section.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, everybody pick a piece of classical music and just hum it really low in the background, and I'm sure it will all work out.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
Good thing I can mute you all at any time. Last time on Nuuli Forged, Greg witnessed the final steps of the ritual to bless the jeweler's tools. Olive obtained a new form. I can't read my own writing. Olive obtained a new friend in the form of a taxidermied chickabob, and Spoot has unlocked 5 of the teleportation circle symbols under the Threatspire Mountains through days of meditation. Upon returning to the Howling Steep, the group all learned that they had each acquired a simple sand dollar, some of them with a cryptic message. Spoot asked the tavern owner, Ugin, if the sand dollar was significant in some local way, but all she could come up with was that there was some dive bar under a local bridge called the Sand Dollar. The trio of Greg, Olive, and Spoot decided to investigate, and on a rainy night found the dingy, dim dive bar in question. Inside there was a constant state of whispers and tension, and the trio was uncertain what to do. Despite a few tense moments where Greg produced the sand dollar and did magic tricks with it, Spoot wisely went to the bartender and more discreetly inquired about his sand dollar. The bartender nodded to a mysterious blue velvet curtain and sent Spoot behind it. Down a short hallway, Spoot was shown into a small private dining room where a charming man named Cash welcomed him. There, Cash explained that he was a man who could help Spoot and his friend obtain whatever they might need while they were in Mendarian. All they had to do was ask. Spoot sensed something more beyond the friendly man's insistence that he simply wanted to help, but no violent or hurtful intentions. The trio then returned to the Howling Steep, and after a brief discussion settled down for the night, in the hopes that they could leave Mendarian the next day to prepare for the destruction of the phylactery of Xinniandu, the Ragefire. But first, defect.
Yes.
The past few evenings you have had, well, not dreams, because you don't dream. You review your memories. But for whatever reason, a few nights ago, you decided, as you entered rest mode, to review your memories. And instead of your own, you found yourself drawn back to the memories that were shared with you by Umbradius. Upon review, the memories are more than just flashes of images. They are complex records of their own experiences. You review the earliest memories shared, images of hiding in shadows, of sneaking along unseen until coming upon a construction area of some new fantastic building. And you see yourself in that memory. You feel the weight of past shame, of past anger, of past frustration. You can sense both the excitement and the trepidation, the worry and the joy, as the memory moves from the shadows into the light. You see yourself reach out a hand and say without hesitation, without judgment or expectation, "Welcome to Sparkarian." And you feel the memories flooded with feelings of joy, relief, and an easing of darkness and tension. Each memory that you examined, you discover more beneath the surface. Going deeper into each one, you find yourself getting to know Umbradius through their own memories. You realize that they indeed truly loved the person that you once were. They loved Blockadius beyond all things and would have done anything for that person. But is that you? It seems as though it was, but you are decidedly defect now. Is that something that you can come to terms with? Can Umbradius? And as you dwelt on these musings, it inspired you to observe the interactions of pairings in Mendarian, of which there were many. And so over the past few days, you've been observing them, seeing what those relationships are like. You understand friendship through your comrades, through Greg, and a commonality with them in particular. But you're noticing that people get something else from other forms of relationship, and that's what you've been observing and drawing interest in. Your conclusions are your own to draw, but the past 3 days have been filled with these sorts of observations. On the streets, in bars, looking into the windows of shops, and even the occasional sort of playscape sort of scenario where like children would romp and younger adults would steal first kisses and that sort of thing. But as you have dwelt on these musings, you feel something tonight that unlocks in your own memories. Something new, yet old, and it draws your attention. And upon access and review, you see darkness, and then a blinding light as you open your eyes for what you feel in this memory is the first time you ever did so. You hear applause and gasps, and you turn your head and see a group of individuals in robes of blue and green, and each wears the same emblem on a medallion, but it's an orb with 7 pointed lines radiating outward. You see them, varied humanoids, all shaking hands with a bespectacled pink-haired gnome. And you hear that gnome say, "Thank you, all. Please allow me to introduce the next great step forward for House Solaris. Using the archives of our great house, I have pieced together a mere theory into something practical. I present you our first in what will be a revolutionary defense force, our first protector golem, a blockade against our rivals and those who would plot against us, a bulwark of our own ingenuity." And the small gathered council claps and cheers, and the gnome says, "House mages, let me introduce Blockadius." And as the figures approach you, your prone form, with looks of curiosity and excitement, you can't help but access feelings of confusion, insecurity, uncertainty, and fear at what these people have in store for you. And then the memory fades. And you all wake up the next morning. The rain is drizzling off. You can see sunlight beginning to stream in through the ends of clouds through your various windows. And it is dawn on the 4th of 10 days. And you all have a choice to make. You have the tools blessed by the High Priest of the Platinum Hope. You have Spark Yarrow obtaining the services of a master jeweler for you. So the question becomes, what Grig and the Misfits are going to do next? And essentially, mechanically, we're going to enter a period of downtime here. Some of you have let me know already what it is you want to do with that downtime. And we're going to assume that is true going forward. So really, we need to know, where are you taking your downtime? Are you taking it here in Mandarian? Are you going someplace else? And then, once we solve all your downtime issues, we will move on and pick up on your trip to Winton. So, I know what some of you are doing, but first off, let's discuss, where do you want to spend your downtime?
Olive wants to get the hell out of the city. Olive doesn't like cities. If we don't need to be here, she doesn't want to be here. She wants to go somewhere.
We're going from one city to the next.
Right.
So you're still going to a city.
I mean,
She's
we
not
can go
interested in going to
outside the
city.
city.
We can go outside the city. We've got 6 days. She would want to go somewhere outside the city, not to Winton, but to somewhere outside of Mandarian. Like not to a specific location, but like to the outdoors. Olive's going camping.
I was about to say, so a camping trip.
Yeah.
You do have the option to split up and then regroup. All of you have your transport via plants ability, so you can always meet up with people at the end of your downtime. So that's not difficult for you.
Defect might join Olive, actually, because after, 3 days of people watching, he wants to step out of the city, too.
Fine by me.
Unless you need some alone time, then Defect can find another campsite.
Go work those survival skills.
Olive is capable of
Make your shelter.
ignoring Defect while camping. Anyone else want to go camping? We're getting the hell out of it. The cities are gross. City's gross.
I have things to do.
I mean, yeah, I might find you, but I think I need to find some stuff.
Okay.
Stuff.
I mean, like,
Stuff.
maybe I could bring my stuff. I have an idea.
Love ideas. Cool. So, Olive, you go off with Defect outside of Mandarian. You can always meet up with people later. Nereus, are you going to stay in Mandarian itself?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just gonna keep doing my thing.
Cool. Ugden is happy to pause to let you keep your room. It's just going to cost you a little bit of more silver.
That's fine.
Cool.
I have some money.
Cool. For 6 more days, I think, if the math is right, or 6 more evenings. At 4, it would be 2 gold and 4 silver.
Perfect. All right. There we go.
Cool.
I
And
almost put Electrum.
and Greg, are you also staying in Mandarian?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the best.
Yeah, Ugden is happy to let you retain the room for the same
Okay.
price.
Okay. Which I forgot what it was already because I'm trying to hatch my plan because I'm a
2 gold,
poorly
4
prepared
silver.
player.
2 gold and 4 silver.
2 gold and 4 silver. Great.
Yep. Wonderful. So, Nereus, you are spending your time focusing on your arcane focus, your Bloodwell vial, which is totally cool and great. You are pouring your energies and your arcanes into that for the entirety of the week. You realize that you do need to do a little bit of an investment of yourself. It's not much, but it is something. You're essentially kind of get the feeling that you need to, if you're going to keep using your own body as your like focus to like do this process, you need to take a little bit better care of it. So you need to get like certain unguents and that kind of thing. You essentially need a big old spa day because you're like wasting away to nothing very quickly.
Oh, I was like, what do you mean take better care of it? I need to not die?
Well, that too.
I mean, that helps.
But by putting all of your magical energies, that comes from your body.
Mm-hmm.
So it is draining. So you need a big old spa day.
Is there a spa here?
There's enough like people around for you to achieve such a thing. So I just need you to make me a persuasion check because this will affect how much it costs.
There it is.
15. Cool.
15?
Great. Yeah, that's good. So you're able to get a 25% reduction in price with a 15.
Great.
So instead of 100 gold, it's a 75 gold investment for you.
Oh! Hey, Greg.
What?
Can I borrow some funds?
What again?
It'll be worth it.
What are you gonna do with it? Is it gonna be cool? Can I watch?
No, it's a surprise.
What?
You'll see, it'll be cool.
Okay.
I'm doing magic-y shit.
Magic-y shit. Okay, that's really encouraging. Magic-y shit. I mean, okay, fine. It's probably gonna be cool. Does it involve lightning?
I honestly, I don't know what the outcome's gonna be.
That's
But
mildly
I know it's
disturbing.
working.
Alright, fine. How much money do you need?
For science.
Fair. I do like science. But that begs I have to watch then.
No, I'm gonna show you the outcome and then explain my scientific process.
You're gonna show me how to do it?
Yeah, I can do that afterwards.
Alright. How much?
Can I just have 80 gold?
80 gold pieces. Yes. Fine. I was hoping it would be an easier number to subtract from 11. There we go. Great. You have 80 gold pieces.
Thank
and I
you.
have 80 fewer in the bag.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome, honey. Don't spend it all in one place.
Alright,
I'll
so
do
what
better
was
than
it
you
you
an
said?
A.
Right. 75? You
Yep.
said? Alright.
when Greg finds out that you asked for more gold than it cost. Where's my change?
I still need to buy myself
Where's
lunch.
my change, young man?
I need to buy lunch.
Very cool. Cool. So, having had your big spa day, having had spending these last days absorbed in this process, I just need you to make a straight charisma check. With you can have a +2 to this roll.
Oh, 25.
Oh.
Very nice. Very nice. Cool. We'll see how your
I was
stuff.
waiting for it to fuck me over so bad.
We'll find out how this panned out for you in a moment. Olive, we'll go to you next.
God damn it.
So you set out into the woods to kind of be your own thing. Defect goes with you. Do you keep Defect like in your area vicinity, like camp buddy, while you go through this, whatever your process planned, or how do you plan on doing what it is you want to do with your staff?
I think Olive just wants to get out in nature and like, you know, Defect can be here. She's just going to ignore him, basically. Like she's gonna, you know, find her little green area and campsite and just like meditate. I mean, druids don't really pray, but like, you know,
Channel nature.
channel. Yeah,
That-
exactly. Channel
What-
channel nature as opposed to channel divinity.
What your new abilities are going to be called.
Very cool. So I need you to make you know that in order to do this, you're gonna need some specific like incenses and herbs and stuff that you should buy here in town. So go ahead, make a persuasion check to see if you can get any sort of discounts. Okay.
Yeah, fuck no.
Yeah. No one's really like, people are happy to sell you what you need, but it's going to cost you 100 gold, all things considered.
Hey, Greg.
What? I thought you were going camping.
I am, but I have to buy some things before I go camping. And
What? You camp all the time. What do you need?
stuff.
God, this is so funny.
This is like, what? Everybody suddenly needs things. I mean, fine, okay.
Well, I mean, we let you carry all of our all the money all the time.
Let me. You all would just like leave money lying around if it weren't for me.
That's true.
You have to look for the money in order to get it, you know. All right. What do you want? Nereus was just here.
Yeah, that happens. What about can I have like 60 gold?
I mean, yeah, it's less than Nereus asked for.
There you go.
The shade of it all.
Darius is a bougie bitch.
That's true.
Okay, doing math. You said 60?
I did.
Great. Can you hear that?
Hear what?
No. Okay, good. My dog is like.
I love hearing that.
Okay, here you go. Fine.
60
Thanks,
gold.
Greg.
You're welcome. Don't spend it all in one place, and be sure to bring the change back.
Okay. All right, I'm spending 100 gold on incense and things.
Yeah. Incense, unguents, a few specific candles rendered in certain ways. You find all the things you need, a few rare herbs and the like. And
Cool.
you go off into the woods to attempt this. Now, I would like you, Olive, to make a wisdom check as you do this.
Uh-huh.
It's a
Straight wisdom?
straight wisdom check. Yeah, straight wisdom check.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay. And that's a 7. We will come back to your results later.
At least it's pretty out here.
It's very pretty. Greg.
Okay, so here's my plan.
Mhm.
I had stored dark vision in this screwdriver that Spook's been carrying around, but I think it's time for me to use this trait. This feat, whatever it's called. Good idea, bad idea.
Yes.
I would like to at least start the process of making some goggles of night
Ooh,
for our dear Spoot, and I want them to go with his sombrero.
Like to match thematically.
Well, right. So they're gonna be like giant sunglasses, like cat eye, like flames out the side sunglasses.
Yeah.
Love
The
it.
cat eyes.
Fantastic. I love it.
But like with the Grig touch, you know.
So like big, like
One side is gonna be
like
pointing
70s
at the other.
Jewish grandma kind of deal.
Oh yeah, like honkin', yeah,
I dig it. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
giant. And they're gonna have, it's gonna be like wired together, the two things, Grig fashion. It's a little bit janky, but it's gonna be great.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. All above it. All about it.
You are also above it,
I am also
our
above it.
dear overlord.
It's true. It's funny because it's true. It's great. I love it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Something fun to do.
Well, now he
And then
doesn't
it
need the
lets me-
screwdriver anymore.
Exactly, and it lets me store another spell in.
So let's
something
see. They are an uncommon item. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like wondrous.
Let's see. So it would take 1/8 the amount of time. Very cool. With this, you need to make an investment. Well, first make an either persuasion or investigation check of your choice to make sure that you can gather all the stuff that you need from the local vendors.
Cool. Well, I'm definitely gonna prefer investigation. Still only a 12, but
Okay.
I'm
You
really
have your
smart.
you have your
so
flash of genius.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Oh.
I'm really smart, so I will read a map or something and figure out.
Yeah, reading the map helps.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Find some touristy map and use the hell out of it.
Yeah. Very cool. Great. So that's then a 16, 17?
16.
16. Wonderful. Great. So with that, you're able to find everything that you think you'll need to create this and like set up a little with an investment of 220 gold pieces, you're able to acquire all the stuff and get a little space to like essentially use as your laboratory, because you have to
Alright.
rent that space.
Sure, they're not gonna allow fires in my bedroom.
No, not so much.
That's too bad.
I just
you
imagine Greg
said-
pulling out little Bunsen burner.
I mean, I have all my tools with me, but yeah, I don't have a burner probably. You said 220, 230,
220.
220. Oh no! Now he's starting a howl. Okay. So I pay that gold.
Awesome. And then I'm going to need you to go ahead and roll. Well, actually, you don't need to roll because of your ability here. So yeah. Actually, I would like you to roll. I would like you to roll just a straight intelligence check, with a +3 added to it. So straight intelligence +3.
13 plus 3 is 16.
That is fantastic. Very cool. So you spend your days working on this item, going to town, making it as Griggish and effective as possible.
Yep.
And we'll come back to you in a moment.
Oh my god, I'm gonna glue little turtles on it.
Little rhinestone turtles.
Yeah, yeah.
Like on the flamey bits. That's fantastic.
Well, like maybe I'll paint it. Paint little turtles on it.
Yeah.
Carve them on. Yeah.
Nice touch. I like it. And then we're going to move to Defect. Now, Defect,
Cool. Yes.
what is it you want to do as you venture out of Mandarian into the woods with Olive?
Annoy the shit out of Olive. I'm just going to ask her all the questions now. I'm going to ask her what happened that one time she went away.
Olive is going to reduce defect.
Defect blocks the reduction, and we'll just continue walking. Defect. Well, so he also is walking out. We'll sense Olive's need to be alone. We'll stay within her vicinity. Said that wrong.
Are you doing anything with your downtime? Is my question. Like any of the activity?
Relax.
So you're not
Just relax.
so you're not engaging in any of the activities that you could.
No.
Okay, so you're just
Relaxing
I'm
was
just
one of
gonna-
the choices.
It is one of the choices.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
relaxation.
right. Not one of the active ones, but cool. So you're gonna do some relaxation. That's great. Totally easy to do. Because you're out in the woods, it doesn't cost you anything to be out in the woods. So that's fun. Cool. So you just relax, have a good time. That's a song, isn't it? Relax and have a good time. I feel like those are song lyrics.
Probably.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I
Somewhere.
just
Yep.
relax. Don't do it.
Oh, I was thinking, ain't nothing but a good time, and it don't get better than a little poison. I think that was poison.
And for that, you don't have to kill the prime minister of whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Wonderful. Cool.
It's from Zoolander.
Yeah.
Oh, that quote? Is that what
No,
that's from?
I was killing the prime minister. I was like, wait, is that?
Oh.
The
Because that's
I've seen
the.
that movie in
relax, don't do
hypnotism
it.
ages.
song.
Is the trigger to kill.
Right.
I watched it once, and I have no need or desire to watch it again.
It's a
cool.
special movie.
Cool.
All Adam Sandler movies are special.
It's true.
It's not Adam Sandler.
It's not? Oh, no, it's
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, that's right.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, yes.
that's why I didn't like it, because Will Ferrell's in it.
Yes.
Yeah. Not the biggest
the
Will
bad
Ferrell
guy.
fan. Yeah. All right. So you all meet up again. Spoot has sort of just kind of stayed on the beach the entire time, meditating, focusing on getting these coordinates. So I leave it to you. Do you gather on the eve of the 9th day, or do you gather on the morning of the 10th day?
How long does it take to do my thing?
By midday on the 9th day, all of your various activities are completed. Their
Okay.
results to be determined.
Okay.
I feel like we probably gather on the evening with the intention
Yeah.
of leaving at sunrise the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Okay. Easy enough to do. And as a reminder, Spark Yarrow supposedly has contracted a person by this time. None of you have contacted her, so you're just kind of banking on her abilities. But Nereus has a lot of faith in that, so
Cool.
I mean,
I
the
don't know we have
one
contact,
person we could
but-
use to contact is not present.
In a circle of sand, talking to turtles.
well. Regardless, you all gather together on the morning of the 10th day, and you all notice that each of you is looking fairly pleased with themselves or not, depending on how you rolled. Nereus, your Bloodwell vial is very, very warm to the touch, like it's the temperature of your body now. And you feel like it has bonded with you in a new and exciting way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now a +2 Bloodwell vial.
Ooh.
What does that even mean? What does that mean? What does it do?
It's just a +2 now.
It gives, instead of a +1 to all his spell stuff, it's now a +2.
What? I want one of those.
Gotta spend a week concentrating on it.
Make yourself one.
Well, it only worked because he invested in it, he spent time in it, and it's his arcane focus. So,
Right. But he was supposed to tell me how it works.
he might at some point.
Uh,
Defect is looking very relaxed and perhaps more attuned with what himself wants or is. Olive is looking a little tired and a little, I think, defeated perhaps, as unfortunately, despite your best efforts, your quarterstaff has not altered very much.
She's got some leaves in her hair.
Yeah.
got a thing. Did you leave that on purpose to remember
Yeah,
it
it's
by? Okay.
It's
Just
fine.
a single flower spouting out the top of your quarterstaff.
And Greg hands over some very fashionable, wildly extreme sunglasses to Spoot.
Give me that screwdriver back. These should work.
Who says thanks. He doesn't attune to them right away, so we'll see what happens if he attunes to them. But you feel confident that you made them correctly.
I made them.
Yes,
I
you are
Confident that
sure that you made them, but you're confident that you made them mostly correct.
They should work.
A little rushed, but you know, good enough for government work, as they say.
That's right. And hey, Defect. At some point, I'm gonna need to borrow a weapon to like give you a spell.
You give me a spell?
Yeah, I mean like the screwdriver, except it won't be a screwdriver. It might probably be an axe. It has to be like pretty simple. I guess it could be martial.
Oh, sure. Yes, I can do that.
I mean something
I
that you can
trust you.
use and carry. Yeah. Okay.
Like this axe that I carry.
Yeah. That one?
Will it work?
I don't know. I'll have to find out. If it's magical, will this work? This thing that I'm putting in the chat
Which thing?
while storing? If it's already a magical object,
Let's see.
it's a simpler martial weapon, but
Let's see. I would say there is nothing that says it can't be a magical item.
In fact, it says it can be a spellcasting focus.
Yeah, but those aren't inherently magical items. So I would say that there's no proclision for it being. So his axe could work. It's a martial weapon.
Ooh.
I will remind everyone, though, that
Mhm.
when Defect is raging, he cannot cast or concentrate on spells.
oh really?
That is correct.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the only spell
Does Defect know
slot-ish
that?
thing that works with rage is smites.
But he could cast and then rage.
Yes, but he could not concentrate on an effect.
Right. I was gonna try to give him a way to heal himself.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Like the idea is good, but
Yeah.
it's really Defect's fault that it wouldn't work.
Right.
I don't know about the way you
I mean,
worded
even
that.
you can hold on to it, so you can just use your spell slots for other things.
It's true.
I mean, sure.
It's not a bad idea. It's just, and like he could use it when he's not in rage. Like he doesn't always have to be in rage. It's just while he's raging, he can't do the thing, but he could do the thing out of rage.
No, I mean, I guess once he needs the healing, usually he's unconscious.
Also true.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll think this plan through. If you can't do it that way, I'll have to think this through. Maybe I need to give it to somebody else
Cool.
or do something different. I'll
Awesome.
think. I'll think on this.
Cool. So you all incomplete subscribed with Prime. Incomplete, thank you so much for the subscription.
Yay.
Welcome to being a Nuuli Forger. Thank you so much. We very much appreciate it. Hope you're having a great time here. Thank you, Incomplete. Thanks so much. This is exciting. Wow, cool. Got me jazzed up. Cool. So you have all gathered now, and you can head on over to Winton. How are you going to travel to Winton, and where are you going to travel to?
Did our dear friend get the coordinates? Oh no, to
I don't
the
think
other
you-
place.
We have the coordinates to Winton. Like
We have the
if we're going
coordinates,
to,
right.
I do, yeah.
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 All
we
right, I
can
guess
teleport
we're
there,
going
we
to
can
Let's
wind walk
tele-
there, or we can transport via plants there.
Let's just go
All of those
fast.
options.
Get in, get out, as close to the guy as we can be.
Well, my only
Well,
concern
Youth
is
fair goes way back.
can we get out of the basement of the tavern while it's early in the morning?
There's probably going to be less people in the tavern early in the morning. And
Yeah, but like,
Winton is ahead of you in time, so.
It's
It'll
Oh,
be slightly
that's
later in
fair.
the morning.
that's fair.
Also,
okay.
it's a tavern that like people sleep over in, isn't it?
It is not an inn. It is decidedly a tavern.
Okay, never mind.
Is
Right,
it
but
like
I'm sure
noon
that
there?
Somebody sleeps over.
It's not that far ahead, but it's a few hours ahead.
Mhm.
It's at least 1 to 2 hours ahead.
Well, do you guys want to do the transport via plants or teleportation circle?
Which one is less expensive?
The transport via plants. It doesn't cost money, but it costs.
Yeah, it doesn't
Alan's
cost any
magic.
money. Yeah, we can transport via plants. The catch is that when we want to leave, we can't leave that way unless we wait till tomorrow.
That's fine.
Great,
Because we have to teleport to defeat Oligar.
true, great, fabulous. In that case, as we'll lead everyone back out to a campsite that Defect and I were at, and open up a tree to outside of Winton.
Easy enough to do. You've traveled that way. You've traveled through the north of the city, so you can concentrate. This tree, this massive elm tree, kind of opens up like a tear in it, and it seems like these green energies kind of leak out of it. You
Okay,
got
guys,
6
go,
seconds.
Go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody rushes through, and it closes behind you, and you pop out north of Winton, just a bit, maybe like a 5-minute walk. Easy enough to get there. You pop out of an oak tree.
Boink.
So you have made your way through. You head on down the main road there, head on in through the north gate. The guards kind of give you some guff, but between all of your various abilities, you're able to bluff yourself through either through charm or intimidation without too
Bit of
much
both.
hassle.
Cool. So we need to go find our friend the jeweler.
Well, Spark Yarrow was getting a jeweler for you, so you just need to head on over to the Black Pearl. Really?
We need to collect a jeweler, and then go see our good friend Marilot.
Yep.
That's the ticket. So you once again find yourself over at the Black Pearl. You are shown in by the the usual crowd here.
The usual
To-
crowd at 9 a.m.
Well, for some reason, it seems like the staff, maybe they must live here, I guess, because there's nothing else. There's nothing else kind of preventing, or nothing else would give sense as to why they're like always here. Classy Nick, the rotund tiefling, nods to you all and lets you all in without any difficulties. And you see Pastel at the bar, kind of waves as you see Balthazar standing next to the fetching Spark Yarrow, who is indeed wearing a blue dress today with kind of puffy sleeves, like puffy shoulder sleeves, even though it's like a wide open shoulder cut, and still cut low, but not as low as some of the outfits you've seen her wear. But it's still about like,
Yeah, a modest morning gown.
Yes, a modest morning gown.
With ruffles.
Yeah, little ruffles up here that kind of like accentuate the neckline. Long sleeves into very elegant gloves, and the dress is more flouncy than she usually wears in the evening. It's more full, but it's not like voluminous by any means. It's just not as slinky as she often wears.
Olive still has leaves in her hair.
That's fine. But she is talking to a small little goblin at a table, who's the only other person here at this time of day. And she sees you as you enter, and she goes, "Oh, my loves, do come in. Oh, come on in, lovies. Do enter. I was worried about you, but it's good to see you're on time, with quite an entrance, it seems."
What? I mean, we were trying to just be normal.
Oh, and you surely succeeded, my dear Griggy.
Okay.
I didn't know we did anything out of the usual.
Well, the five of you do cut a fairly exciting figure just by nature of your bearing and camaraderie, my loves.
Grig's chest puffs up.
Now, you did give me a bit of a job before you left, my dear Nereus, and I am happy to say I have had much success with you, my lovey.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, your investment in my abilities has allowed me to procure the finest master jeweler in all of Winton, lovey. Please allow me to introduce Master Heckle himself. And she points to the goblin, who's kind of a pudgy, brownish, red-skinned male goblin. He's wearing very fashionable, finely made clothes, with kind of a pork pie-looking hat, like one of those little, like, tomped-down hats. And he's got little pince-nez eyeglasses on. His eyes are, like, an exceptionally brilliant green, almost like an emerald, which is appropriate. And you notice that in his hands, he's got like two little like fidget devices, like a mumbledy peg in one and like a little ball in the other, like a little metal ball that he's rolling between his fingers. It seems like he's doing like some sort of like finger dexterity exercises. And he kind of puts them away into various pockets in his accoutrement, in his clothing, as he stands up and says, "Ah, you must like be the ones that Spark Yarrow's totally gotten me hired for. She has procured my services for you this day."
Yes, it's nice to meet you too.
"Oh yeah, dude, it is a total pleasure. Like totally. How are you? Don't worry. Whatever. Well, I haven't been told what this job is, but I can assure you, mate, that I can handle any jewelry job that you've got."
Well, that's good to know. It's mostly cracking a very special kind of gem.
"Ah, should be easy then. I've also been told that I'm like not needed to provide tools, that you have some sort of special tools for this one, eh?"
Accurate.
Totally cool. All right, like bodacious, yeah. All right. Well, where's your gem? Let's crack it, huh?
We have to head over to Marilot's towers. He's holding on to it for us.
Whoa, dude, Marilot, like the wizard guy? Spark didn't mention anything about that. Oh, well, you can't expect me to tell you everything, lovey, but I'm sure that your fee for the day more than covers it, which perhaps you should let them know before you forget, Lovey. Oh, right. Totally. So, for my masterful skills, that's 750 gold for the day, loves. Yeah, come on.
Look at Rick.
But don't worry, not only does that assure you my totally righteous skills, but it also provides you with my discretion as well.
That's probably good. I'll pay you half now, half after.
No can do, love. It's all got to be up front.
Can it be up front at Merlot's door?
It can be up front here, or I can go home. I can still open my shop.
I look at Spark. I look at Nereus.
Make an insight check on Spark.
I'm really good at these. Totally great at them.
With a 17, Greg, you can see very plainly on Spark's face as she is behind and much taller than Heckle here. She's looking at you with a look of just pay the man.
Okay, great. Fine. Not that I really trust Spark, but this is what we're here for.
Fine.
Options are
I
limited.
take my time counting it. No, I don't. Yes, I do. 0. Great.
So you hand over the gold, he pockets it away, and he bows and says, Like lead me to it, all right, everybody? Yeah, let's go do this thing. Let's light this candle, eh? And Spark looks at you all. Well, lovies, I do hope you have a wonderful day. Don't worry. Once you get up and achieve your objective here, you come on back to the Black Pearl. We'll set you up for the night, okay?
Sounds good. This hopefully is going to be easy.
I have nothing but faith in your abilities, lovies. And she pats Nereus on the cheek and waves goodbye as you all leave with Heckle in tow.
Olive probably trips over her own feet on the way out the door.
Classy Nick catches you as you trip.
Classy Nick.
Thanks, man.
Oh, that classy.
He just nods.
Nick. So classy.
Catches a lady as she falls.
He's a classy Nick.
Yeah.
So you all run out or walk out, and there's children now that are like running around town. Businesses picking up. The day has begun here in Winton. As you walk through this kind of, as previously described, this sort of hobbled together pirate town out of old ruins. Very like Hook-like in that like pirate town of Hook kind of vibe. Lots of like boards and planks kind of jutting out of ruins that have been built back up upon.
I think we kind of walk like with Heckle in the middle of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Heckle is perfectly content. It's a verge of waddle, but he walks very capably and happily is willing to be like, oh, I have the best ability to weave gold into the most beautiful sort of tiny strands, right? And I can make the most intricate design work and flows and ebbs and curricules. And he's kind of embellishing his own skills to make sure that you've got the best goblin for the job.
Olive's eyes glaze over, but she does pull some of the leaves out of her hair as they walk.
Yeah.
So pretentious.
As you walk, some kids run by, and one of them's like waving a kind of a haphazard flag with some kind of weird thing stitched on it. It's obviously a kid did it, but he's like, I've got it. And other kids are like, no, it's ours, and rushes after the kids.
God, I've just got it.
And it's like, that's weird.
It's
But but that's one of the things that you run into. Until you come once again to that triple kind of 3 towers in one that is the towers of Merlot. Merlot's Wizard Tower. You knock on the door, and you are shown in. Shown into the Three Spires by that strange floating eyeball with 4 tentacles, Ploxomog, who kind of speaks into all of your minds. You are expected this way.
I bet we are.
Great.
Yeah. And he shows you, or it shows you in through that strange door frame again that opens from nowhere into Marilot's study with all of its knickknacks and paddywhacks and give a dog a bones and all the various arcane errata that line his office. And it seems like he's yelling into a mirror at a half-orc individual. Wolfstar, make sure you do it right next time. Don't bother me till you get it right, and I expect it to be right by lunch. And he waves a hand over the mirror and shuts it off and turns to look at you all. Well, you showed up. No, he's been here for years. He just sucks. But his gold is as good as anyone else's, so what are you going to do?
Yeah, some people have no natural talent, and some of us are just gifted.
Talent he's got, but application is where he's lacking. But it's nice you all actually showed up when you were supposed to this time, so good job on that. Look, do you have the tools? Do you have the master jeweler?
Yes. And yes.
Hey, Marilot the wizard, nice to meet you, man. Like, totally. Name's Heckle. I'm the finest master jeweler in all of Winton. To which Marilot kind of looks at him and goes, "This is what you got? All right, well, fine. We'll find out. You'll either do it or die, so good job." At which part Heckle goes, "Whoa, die? Like, what?"
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
No one's dying. It's fine.
Well, now that I thought I was just cracking a jewel open. What's going on?
Yeah, you are. You're the best.
You are.
You'll crack it. It'll be fine.
You haven't told him what he's doing?
Please, do you think somebody would volunteer for this if they knew fully?
Well, dude, like, well, I'm starting to get second thoughts here.
Nope, you're
Well,
not.
you've already been paid. You asked for it up front. You're going to be cracking a jewel that contains a creature in it.
It's dead.
To let it out? You want to let out
No.
a dead creature?
No.
Killing it permanently.
We've already killed it once and we trapped it in there, so now you are just going to crack it with these holy tools, and this guy is going to like cast some nis on it, and he did some research and some magical stuff on it. So once you crack it, it should just die. You know, it's like cracking open a bottle of wine and then it's corked.
All right.
You've got this.
My abilities are not in question. It's just like when my life is threatened, suddenly I have a little more interest, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't think that's totally unreasonable, okay?
Yeah, wizards are really dramatic.
I mean, it's true. If you're that good, then you're fine. You'll just do it.
I could explain it more, but what's the point?
I mean, yes.
All right,
We'll
fine.
be right here.
All right, well, let's go to the wardroom then. And he waves his hand, and the door kind of shimmers a little bit, and he opens it up.
I love that door.
And you all walk through into... it's more or less the same room that you deposited the phylactery into the bowl of acid. You see that that golden vessel is still there, and the acid is bubbling away on top.
Is it still screaming?
It's not so much screaming anymore as there's this just tension in the air in this room now. But you also notice that this room, it's a 60-foot room, and there's little like plinths kind of around, like tables every so often. that have like weird one-eyed creatures kind of sticking out of them, like motifs. But carved into the floors that you didn't notice the last time. Now there are sigils that are in the floor that are glowing this like brilliant orange.
Ooh.
What is this?
You've redecorated.
Now I've just turned on the ward runes. I couldn't deal with that thing screaming all the damn time, so I turned on the wards.
Well, that's fair.
Besides, it's probably better this way anyway.
Keep
Can
it
you
maybe
teach me
from
how to
getting
do
out.
that so I can put that around Greg when they sleep?
What?
Well, it's probably a good idea, but unfortunately it'd probably take you too long. You don't seem the studious type.
Oh.
You don't need to be studious when you're as gifted as I am.
We'll find out. We can talk about my apprenticeship fees later.
Oh my god, Greg might be drooling now.
So he walks to the center of the room where the phylactery is on a plinth, or not a plinth, but a like a table or whatever, inside this bubbling vat of acid. And he's like, "Look, here's the deal, okay? You, Goblin, Heckle, whatever your name is. This is a phylactery holding a dracolich soul. Don't worry about it. All you got to do is break it. Here's the thing. So everybody here knows and everyone here is aware, because I don't want to fucking deal with it again. The phylactery has been soaking in this acid for 10 days. The phylactery is weakened. But Xinniandu, this dracolich you got in there, not wiped out, probably won't give up without a fight. So keep that in your brains. Number 2, phylacteries, not easy to destroy, okay? The few attempts that have been made that I've been able to find in ancient history, which in and of itself, difficult to do. But any recount has said that dangerous energies can be released, and sometimes even a form of the lich emerges. And it's all bad news. It's all dangerous. So be on your guard. Don't let anything out of your sight. And number 3, and this is important, if anyone dies, don't come whining to me about it. Because this is all your bullshit. So you got to do this. I'm providing you this warded room, so you take care of it.
Fair.
And he points over to Heckle. If he dies, you fail. Because he's the only master jeweler here. So don't let him die.
Fair.
Got it.
You got it? Good. And as for you, Heckle, first, you gotta examine this gem. It's an emerald shard. Big emerald shard. You gotta examine it, and you gotta find all the flaws within it. Hopefully the acid has penetrated enough of the magical protections to make this a lot easier for you. Second, you gotta crack the gem along as many minor flaws as you need to until you can crack the main flaw. Then, once that main flaw is cracked, the phylactery should be destroyed. But again, some form of the lich, the dracolich, may exist still. It's hard to know, hard to say. Not a lot of records about this kind of stuff. The last thing to know here. This room is warded. That's what all these sigils and glyphs and carvings are, okay? Took me a long time to get this right. What that means is that nothing gets into this room and nothing gets out of it unless I want it to. It's in its own separate pocket dimension outside of my tower. If all else fails and you're getting killed and dying, the last thing one of you needs to do is to smash that. And he points over to the wall by the door, where there is a piece of glass that has a red sigil carved into it, and it's glowing. You smash that. You smash that, it destroys the pocket dimension and everything in it. That includes you, Heckle, all my years of work to get this thing right. It is a last resort, but it's an option. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah.
Good.
I got it.
Destruct button.
Yeah. Good. Well, good luck. And he turns and leaves. And you are now in this chamber with Heckle, who's looking a little more wide-eyed than he was before, kind of realizing that this is a bit more of a deal than he thought, than he was led to believe.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be fine. We killed it the first
It'll be
time.
fine. I can help. Would you say that your highest skill for doing this type of dual breaking would be dexterity?
Well, it's part of it. Like, it's intelligence, because you got to know what you're doing. It's dexterity because you got to be nimble enough. That's why. And you notice that he is once again doing the fidget toys. Like, now he's got a spinner that he's rotating between hands, and a mubblety peg is in the left hand this time.
Okay.
Why do you ask? I
mean, I could help you out.
Oh,
I got a
alright.
spell for that.
Okay,
Do you feel
cool.
dumb, or do you feel like you needed a finger boost?
That's, either one. I don't know how long this is going to take, right? Finding the right flaws sounds like it's going to be a difficult process.
All right. Well, then I'll make you not dumb.
All
Nope.
right. I'm not
Oh.
dumb already. I'm
Less-
very
yeah,
good.
you're not a human, so you're not totally stupid. But I'll just
Ha!
here.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. Totally, dude. Which you can
Okay.
thank our moderator. I've got it for this accent, by the way. So.
The surfer boy.
He redeemed
Perfect.
Surfer Boy as an accent.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Thanks, I've got it.
Good job.
Yeah,
good
I'm
job.
making it.
Make the master
Uh,
jeweler sound like
I'm
just
not,
the
but
most
that's
fun
the
stuff.
This was not the plan, but hey, when it's redeemed, it's redeemed.
It's redeemed. I love it. Okay, well then I will cast Enhance Ability on this fella.
Okay.
And the fox's cunning, make him smart.
So what exactly does that do again?
I am
think it's
doing
just
it
advantage
now.
for the
It
next
gives you
hour.
advantage on intelligence checks while I concentrate on it.
All right, cool. So here's how this is going to work. Actually, let's take our bio break a little bit early so that when we come back, we can dive right into what this is. Because what this is going to be is a series of checks that you all are going to make as Heckle. Because I'm going to give you the power to roll these dice and determine how well or how ineffectual Heckle is at this process.
Oh,
I
good.
shouldn't roll any dice today.
So we will be back after a short 5-minute break, so that we can do this without an interruption, just in case something goes wild and wrong.
Cool.
So we will be right back. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you, I've got it. Thank you, Incomplete. We will be right back after this short rest. 5 minutes. Hello, everyone. We are back. Thank you for sticking with us while we took a little bio break to get ready for this exciting rendition here of Nuuli Forged. Let's see what's going on. To do a quick recap, our intrepid heroes of adventurers, band of adventurers, have come to the city of Winton to destroy the phylactery of a dracolich, an undead skeletal dragon that they had previously defeated. And the phylactery is what keeps its soul bound to the material realm. Through various endeavors, they have managed to weaken it, and now with the master jeweler Heckle, are hopefully going to destroy it. So,
and then Heckle can get back to his surfing.
Heckle can get back to his surfing, yeah. Here's how this is going to work. Grig, you have cast Enhance Ability on Heckle for the next hour, which is good. Here's how this is going to work. Heckle is going to make an investigation check, and he can make one check every hour. And what this check is to identify the flaws and discover, like, flaws that need to be destroyed, flaws that don't, and where the main flaw in this emerald is. It's safe to say that you have extracted, using the jeweler's tools, or a set of tongs that someone has, or Merilop provided you. You have extracted the phylactery from the vat of acid that it was in. The phylactery was once a massive shard of an emerald called the Heart of Oaks. It is now the largest remaining shard of that, and instead of being a deep crystal clear emerald, it is clouded over, and it has black lines and streaks running through it. And the edges are a little bubbled away, as though it's been eaten a bit by this acid from an ancient copper dragon. So, who is going to roll for Heckle?
On the first check?
On the first check.
I can.
Great. Heckle gets a +4 to his investigation.
Okay.
And because of your Eagle Splendor, which lasts for an hour, luckily this investigation takes an hour.
Yes.
So you can roll it with advantage. So that's a straight D20 +4 at advantage.
I forget how to roll advantage on the code. I'm typing it. It's fine. Ugh. Well, that's a 19.
Great. I would like someone to roll a D6 for me.
Sure. I rolled a 6.
Wonderful.
We hope that's good.
I think. Yeah.
Excellent.
It's better than I rolled on any of my ability checks.
At the end of the hour, Heckle informs you all, hey, I've totally found the main flaw. I found it. Like, it's right there. I just got to get through 7 minor flaws to get to it. So I've got to break it 7 times before I can get into where it needs to go. To, like, break the big one, you know?
Sure.
Great.
Cool. Yeah. So, how this is going to work is each of the lesser flaws, of which there are 7, is going to require a successful jeweler's tool check to destroy. If any of the 3 checks on a flaw fail, it increases the DC. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you've just got to break 7 of these things. So that's 21 checks. Couldn't be easier, right?
How many spell slots do I have? And
Well,
the jeweler's tool check, is it a dex check?
So, this is a good question. For Heckle, because he is a master jeweler, he gets a +7 to his jeweler's tools checks.
Mm-hmm.
And because you have these blessed mithril tools, the divine energies that are in them and the high quality of material that they are will allow him to make these checks at advantage.
Great.
So your monetary investments are paying off.
Right.
So what is that in total? 42 d20.
So all these are +7. So who would like to roll for Heckle to destroy the first flaw?
I'll go.
All right, cool.
Good.
So first check for the first flaw.
So +7 on an 18. 25.
Okay, that is a success. All right.
Yay!
Second check on the first flaw.
Okay, sure, I'll get it over with.
Oh, different people.
Or
per
yours
check.
do it.
I thought we were
Great.
gonna
No,
do
I'm
first
still on
flaw.
the same flaw.
Great.
21 or 20, sorry, 21. That is another success. And third attempt.
A 19.
Excellent.
+7 is 26.
26.
That is fantastic. You all see as he spends a good 10 minutes slowly making tiny little tinks and chicks with a little hammer and a very tiny chisel, kind of working his way in, but expertly doing so. And as Heckle breaks the last thing, you hear a roar of rage and a burst of fire. Ooh. Oh no.
Greg tells the dragon, no!
Greg's gone down from dog. Oh no. Until Amber gets back, a burst of fire and necrotic energy blasts out in a radius, a small pulse. Poof! As you destroy this first one. I need everyone, including Heckle, to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
What's Heckle's mod?
Heckle gets a... Just one moment. Gets a +5 to his dexterity saving throw.
Yes, Heckle.
Go, Heckle. What a good little gobbo he is.
The only one that matters right now.
And I will also need Spoot, if somebody wants to roll Spoots.
Oh, hold on. I can pull up his sheet.
And this is also a good time to sort of figure out where you all are standing as Heckle is doing this. The room is a 60-foot circle, so you can be as close or as far as you want.
I think Olive is about 20 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, Defect will lean towards the back since this is sort of outside his expertise.
Okay. Defect's in the back of the room.
Sorry, it's a 60-foot radius or 60-foot diameter room?
Radius.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Olive would stand about, a third of the way back.
Okay.
So about 20 feet away.
Nereus is probably, very keeping close to protect the goblin.
Okay, so you're right next to Heckle or 10 feet away?
Kind of diagonal behind him, giving him room to work.
Okay.
Maybe 10, if he's in a 5, so probably 10 feet from wherever he's working.
Okay, cool. I think Spoot would kind of mirror you on the other side. Greg, where would you like to be in this 60-foot radius room?
All right.
I want to see what's being done, so I'm going to be off to one side, like not looking at his back. Maybe I'll be on the opposite side of the room from him. Once
Okay.
I'm not casting things on him, just like walk wherever I have the best perspective, but probably not right on top of him.
Cool. You could be like next to the table, like 5 feet away, if that's what you want. Off to one side.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, Greg, I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from you, as the first flaw was destroyed and erupted in some craziness.
17.
Wonderful. So, boop. Everyone who got below a 16, which I believe was Olive and Nereus.
Yep. Olive's like tripping over her own damn feet.
Yeah. You take 4 fire damage and 1 necrotic damage. Everybody else takes half that. So 2 fire and no necrotic.
Cool.
Got it.
Very cool. All right. That is, and I need someone to roll a D100 for me.
Okay. 36.
Great. Very cool. All right. Moving on to the next flaw to destroy out of 7. Who would like to roll this one?
Suppose I may as well get it over with.
All right. So it is a D20 plus 7, and he has advantage. That's a natural 20.
Not 20.
Yes.
Excellent.
On a natural 20, I'm going to say that this is 2 successes.
Great.
Whoa.
Woo.
So that is fantastic.
Olive stands up off the floor, dusts off her butt, and does.
That's what I'm going to count that as 2 successes. Go ahead and roll the same thing.
Again.
Another natural 20. Wow.
I
No,
always roll my dice in roll 20 instead of D&D Beyond. Because...
Heckle expertly cracks the next flaw, like no problem, like ting, ting, ting. And you hear that same roar of pain and rage and the same radius burst of energy. So everybody makes another dex save, please. Including Spoot and Heckle.
13, but I know what's coming, so I'm going to use a flash of genius, and I will have preemptively ducked.
All right.
So I have a 17.
All right, that's Heckle.
All right. Yep. Heckle is good. And then Nereus and Spoot.
That's Spoot. Okay, there's Nereus's.
All right. So Nereus and Heckle and Grig are the only ones to save. Everybody else takes 4 fire damage and 2 necrotic damage. Those who saved take 2 fire and 1 necrotic.
Great.
How was
And I need someone to roll a D100 for me.
How does Heckle look?
Yeah, how does that look? 32 this time.
Great.
Is it great?
That's great. Heckle looks singed, but he's been evading these things. It's almost like maybe he has seen them coming and has been able to duck out of the way. He's a little singed, but he's looking okay.
Like, yeah, just, I mean, like, he's not on the verge of death from...
You can make a medicine check.
He's not like us, so it's worth worrying about.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
I mean, he looks fine.
I'm not good at support, so this is not my...
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay.
Who wants to do the third flaw?
I'm afraid to do it. Greg,
I was
you go.
scared and
I'm
I
gonna
did
have
it.
to do one, but okay, yeah, I'll do it.
All right. D20 plus 7 at advantage.
Great. I'm rolling 2 d20s. There's an 18 plus 7.
That is a success. Next
5.
check, please.
Okay. 15 plus 7 is 22.
That is also a success. And the third and final check.
13 plus 7 is a 20?
That is a success.
Oh, good. The lowest success we've had yet, isn't it?
I'm going to need those deck saves as once again a burst of fire and death energy sloots out.
21.
Apparently, I can only roll for Heckle.
Hey, Heckle's a good person to roll well for.
Right now, yeah.
12 on Heckle.
Okay, Heckle failed that time.
Can I help him?
Sure.
Save it. Never mind. No.
If you want to.
No, don't use that yet. I'll just
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
when I see Heckle take more damage from it, I'll use my heal on him.
I was gonna say I'm ready to heal.
So Olive, Heckle, and
Use my non-spell resource first.
So Olive, Heckle, and Spoot all take 5 fire and 2 necrotic. I'm trusting someone is tracking Spoot.
Is it 5 fire, 2 necrotic?
Correct. And so everybody else who saved takes 2 fire and 1 necrotic.
That's what, 3 checks of 7?
Yep.
If I'm resistant to necrotic damage, what do I take for necrotic? 1.
If you yes, if you fail to save, you take 1.
No,
Oh, but you succeeded on the save, so you would normally take 1, but then you're resistant, so you would take none.
Okay.
Good looking out.
Like, I don't know. Can I half 1?
Yeah,
At
I
0.5?
I learned through investigation that indeed, if you are resistant and would take 1 damage in something, you take no damage.
Okay.
Sweet.
Pretty wild.
Imagine having to keep track of 0.5 health.
Yeah, that would be
not be
utterly insane.
Fractions of hit points.
Oh, fantastic. And I need someone to roll me a D100, please.
Someone else.
Mike,
Keep rolling
you haven't
something
rolled
with
yet.
threes. It makes me
All
nervous.
right.
Start yourself off.
I'm kind of nervous, actually.
Start yourself off.
Just roll a
All right.
D100.
All right, here we
Doesn't
go.
mean anything.
Oh my god. Oh
Cool.
my god, that's a nice.
Let's get it out now.
Fantastic. Very cool, very cool. Cool. So once again, this roaring rage things happens. And I need Defect to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I can do that. All right, wisdom. My forte. 14.
Cool. You feel something in your body, your mind takes over. You must stop Heckle at any cost. Right now.
Good thing I'm in the back of the room as I slowly walk towards Heckle with my
Nope,
axe.
you don't slowly do anything. You all watch as Defect pulls his axe and runs full speed towards Heckle, brandishing it to kill the goblin.
Does Defect have a speed of
I
60
use
feet?
my crown.
He's got a speed of 40, and he uses his action and movement to rush. And actually, you get 20 when you rage, don't you?
Correct.
So actually,
50 or 15. Let me double check.
I think it's 20 feet at your level, right?
I think it is, yeah.
Hold on. I
And
got
I'm
this.
raging.
No, I got the crown.
Disintegrate.
What? No.
No.
Now
Banishment.
disintegrate my best friend.
Let's see. Should be part of Feral.
It should be right on your rage column.
Rage call?
On the barbarian.
Yeah, right.
column. Let's see. When you rage,
It should be under Feral.
You're-
Instinct.
yeah. Fast movement. Your speed increases by 10 feet when you aren't wearing heavy armor. That gives you a speed of 40. And then something when you rage, you increase your speed.
Yeah, it was under 5e tools. So let me just look that up real quick. Sorry for the delay, folks.
Either way, he's going to reach the goblin immediately.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Whether or not he gets to swing an attack is yet to be determined. But you all see him barrel and rush up to Heckle, axe drawn.
I'm gonna cast polymorph on Defect and turn him into a snail.
What? No, I was gonna dominate him.
Polymorph lasts longer, I think, doesn't it?
Polymorph lasts for an hour.
Guys,
Lasts for an hour.
So go ahead. This is essentially...
that's my speed. So yeah, it would be 20 feet.
So then indeed, he can move, and he moves and gets 2 attacks in on Heckle before you all can react to anything. He essentially has a surprise round.
Sure.
So make 2 attacks against Heckle, please. Raging, reckless, all the good stuff.
Hey, I am reckless. Should I do my -5 plus 10?
Yep, you are here to stop
Okay.
this goblin.
Let's see. So number 1. So that's a 22.
A 22 definitely hits for
19
19 points of damage.
And then 16 to hit.
16 also hits for 26 damage.
6.
So you all see as Defect races in, axe, and before you can do anything, his axe slashes twice into Heckle, who has 2 massive gashes, his fine clothing torn asunder. What are you going to do?
Is this where we roll initiative or?
Right? Do we?
Yeah. We can roll initiative to determine order. Sure, everybody roll initiative.
Sure.
Cool. That feels like less chaos.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we can beat a 20. So I'm gonna go again.
flabbergasted.
Oof. All right. Well, it's Defect. This.
Oh,
Well, you know what? Let's let me roll for Heckle here. Okay. Defect, you go first.
Can
I guess we're doing it again.
if I use sorcery point, can I re-roll initiative?
I don't think that's an ability, because I think sorcery points lets you re-roll an ability check. And
Yeah.
initiative I don't think counts as an ability check. But let me double check.
Well, it uses Dex.
It does, but it might be a different thing. Is initiative...
It says
Never
every
thought of
participant
that.
makes a dexterity check to determine their place in the initiative order.
It is indeed an ability check, so you can use a sorcery point to re-roll.
Let's just give it a shot.
Yeah.
Try it again.
Hold on. Class feature. Minus that sorcery point. Okay.
Hope for higher than a 20.
I
Yeah.
know. $20.
You get a 20?
Yeah.
Oh, and you both have a +2.
Oh no.
Both of you just roll a straight d20 for me.
Rollies!
So good.
Oh god.
It's a 12 from Defect. And a 16 from Nereus.
No.
Nereus, you go first.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only time I will ever root against my best friend.
Yay!
You see Defect slash into this master jeweler. He looks almost cut in half by those 2 blows. Nereus, what are you going to do?
All right. Polymorph.
All right. Defect, that's a wisdom save or a charisma save?
It is a
Wisdom save.
Wisdom, yes.
All right.
DC 19.
Ooh.
All right, roll that wisdom save. What does Defect turn into?
The same thing I turned Grig into a slug.
Defect goes from this raging, honking barbarian to a little bitty slug made of
Angry slug.
an angry slug made of stone and bits of metal, and a little bit of like a wood back with a little fur on one part. Very weird looking slug, but you have successfully stopped combat in this moment, as your friend was taken over somehow, or if not taken over, was just attacked your goblin master jeweler for no reason, just stormed out of the back of the room.
Right.
Good save.
So you've got him there for an hour. It's taken Heckle 30 minutes to destroy these 3 flaws. Each one's taken about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, let's.
Who's gonna
see.
use the 2nd level cure wounds on him?
All right.
You're going. Oh, Spootus.
Yeah, sure, great.
It's like what?
Go ahead, roll those hit points.
Hold on, let me pull up.
In this instance, you can also make a medicine check for Spoot as well.
Okay, hold on. Let me just pull up my Turtle Cleric page.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Because I always keep Spoot's combat spell list prepared that I make for when Matt's gone.
That's funny.
Alright, so well, first medicine check. So that's
26.
a 26.
With a 26, Heckle's fucked up. Like he is really, really hurt. Those 2 attacks severely did him in. He's bleeding out. He is not looking good at all. Like Spoot would know if he's got to survive 4 more of those like burst things. That's a problem. He won't do it.
I'll use a 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay, go for it.
See if it's enough, and then I can help if it's not.
Yeah, I've got an aura vitality if we need it.
Yeah, I mean we can all split it up
Mhm.
at the time. Hold on, where's
You absolutely can.
so there's 15 for him.
Okay.
And then Nereus, I had said that I was going to use my racial feature earlier. So before Defect attacked him, I was going to be healing him after I saw him take a bigger blow.
Yep. Go ahead. Roll that.
That was well, I
Or it's just
updated Azamar, so it's just
right.
instead of the proficiency numbers. Sadly, I only have the 11. Or no,
It's
12.
12, right? Because it's equal to your level. All right, so that's another 12 for him. Cool.
I wish it was 4d4.
He does look better.
Okay, I will throw one in.
Do you want to make a medicine check first? Are you trained in medicine, Greg?
I am not.
Okay.
Hey, Spoot, should I? How much should I heal him?
Well, he looks better now. Like that much is evident.
Olive would like to make a medicine check if she can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
He looks better, but he's still injured and he looks very frazzled.
cool. Olive's gonna cast some aura of vitality and start pumping it into.
Okay, so for the next minute, how many of those D6s do you want to give him?
Well, 1, 2, so that's 10.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4. We're up to 21.
Okay.
Some of
How's
us
he
have also
looking?
been burned.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's he looking?
He does look much better.
All right, it's up to a minute, so every 6 seconds, so I get 10 of these. So I'm gonna give him one more. Give him another 12.
Okay. Yeah. He looks really good after that.
Cool. Hey friends, anyone need anyone feeling low?
I'm bizarrely okay. I've been
Not
dodging
low,
stuff.
but get us ready for the next blow would be
Top
nice.
off.
All right,
Yeah.
Nereus gets 11. Grig can have the 9.
Cool.
Ooh, what about
I don't-
defect
I don't
angry
need all-
slug?
It's fine.
Slug fact. Oh, Nereus
Well,
would be
right now
next.
you have 1 full hit point as a slug defect, so
Yes.
that's nice.
Yeah, you're all set. You're fine.
Nereus will pick
Um,
up slug fact and give it to Grig. Make sure he
What?
doesn't take any damage.
Okay.
He has 1
What?
health.
How do I do that? Put him behind Spoot. Spoot's bigger.
7
No.
more to Heckle, and Olive will take the slug.
You all notice that the slug is very slowly still moving towards Heckle.
Olive will take the slug, and walk as far to the far edges of the room with the slug.
There you go.
Okay.
Just hold the slug over there.
Put a Tupperware over it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right. So for the next hour, unless you lose concentration, slug fact is effectively out of this.
And now Mike doesn't have to roll, does he?
I didn't. Well, no, he could still roll.
Olive has a
Like, it's
has a
Mike's
has a
plan all
poker
along.
scale that she's going to kind of like prop in front of the slugfect, between slugfect and the thing.
You could also put slugfect in your pouch, which may effectively prevent him from having to make damage saving things.
Okay, I'll put slugfect carefully into my belt pouch.
Great.
Having removed all the sharp objects from it.
Yeah. It is dark and you're just slugging around in there. Slugfect.
Wait, there's no salt in that pouch, right?
No,
Oh no.
no, I
Not the cooking pouch. All right.
I tuck him into the bag of rice. No, I don't. I tuck him into my God.
Well, that was crazy and wild and exciting.
That's exciting.
It's time to destroy some more flaws.
Great.
Heckle is looking a little freaked out, but you have healed him. He's back to full HP. Good job. He's got 65 hit points. I'll tell you that now.
Cool.
Okay.
Now that he got down to 8, I will tell you, he got very hurt by those 2 attacks from Defect.
Yeah.
But we
Oh,
have
he got down to 8? Oh, man.
Yeah. You laid 2 solid hits
Wow.
into him.
And if Nereus didn't do better on the roll initiative,
Yeah, it almost got real dark real fast.
Yeah, I was like, can I
And
even
then we
do
self-destructed.
this?
Yeah, no, it was good. Remember, good use of abilities and resources. Good job.
And now I got slug effect.
And now you got a slug effect.
No, Olive has a slugfect.
Well, you as in the party. All right, I'm going to need someone to roll for the 4th flaw.
Oh, we've all done one, haven't we? Except for Defect,
Mike.
who's
He can still roll.
Yeah.
Mike is still capable of rolling.
Right.
yeah, Mike can
Do
still
it.
roll.
Get it?
I mean, you guys trust me.
It's
Alright.
a +7 with advantage, so it's pretty good odds.
You can do it.
You have not failed one yet.
14.
14.
Although we still also
Although a
have
14
the,
A 14
lots
is a
of
fail.
changes.
Yeah, 14 isn't gonna gonna cut it. I don't
Yeah.
think.
What about
Yeah.
if
Even with
can
the
you flash a
Flash
genius
Genius.
set?
Not in this case because this happens over a period of time.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not like a quick decision thing. It's a lengthy process. Like each of these flaws takes 10 minutes to do. So that is one failure. Go ahead. 2d20 plus 7.
Second time.
Okay,
17.
that's a 17, which that is a success now.
Oh, God.
Yay!
So that's good.
Okay. And one more.
Well, you got to do 2 more successes.
2 more successes. All right.
Hey.
There's net.
But that's a nat 20, which counts as 2 successes, as we've determined.
Yay!
Well, bam. You were just adding some stress to the episode for flavor.
Yeah.
So,
to elevate the tension.
so the fourth flaw, like, he kind of makes a wince after a couple minutes, but then, is able to deftly recover and succeed. And once again, a scream of rage and fire bursts out. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, including Heckle. He's got a +5.
Ooh, 15.
Very
That's still
cool.
not good enough, is it? Damn it.
Unfortunately, no.
Heckle
does
with a
that include
natural
me?
20.
Heckle with the nat 20. I love it.
Is on.
You are in a pouch slugfect and therefore protected
Oh.
from this.
Awesome. Thank you.
Imagine if I said yes, you have to, and you failed and you took damage while you're inside the pouch.
Inside the pouch.
No. I will consider you successfully corralled.
All right, so Spook got a 14.
Okay, so then Olive, Grig, and Spoot all fail and take 9 fire damage and 2 necrotic damage.
Yep.
Heckle takes half damage, so he takes 4 fire and 1 necrotic. And Nereus, you saved, so you take 4 fire and no necrotic because you're resistant. And I need someone to roll me that lovely D100.
I got it this time.
Sure.
Okay.
72.
Fantastic.
I hope
Wonderful.
so.
That's great. Moving on to the next flaw. Who's going to roll it?
I'll start again.
All right. Flaw 5. Here we go. D20 plus 7 at advantage.
16 plus 7?
That is a success.
3.
Very good. Next up.
21.
That is a success.
Yay!
Next up. Yeah.
So close.
26.
Yes.
That is another success. Another round of dexterity saving throws. And a D100, please. Anyone who gets a 15 or lower will take 8 fire and 1 necrotic. Half as much on a success.
So you said 8 and 1?
Oofta doofta.
Correct. So Heckle fails.
No,
Grig-
that's Spoot.
Okay, so Spoot fails.
Heckle is a 10.
So Spoot, Heckle, Grig, and Olive all fail.
And Nereus fails.
And Nereus failed. Did you?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, with a 14. Everybody failed that round. So everybody takes 8 fire and 1 necrotic, except Nereus, who takes no necrotic because he's resistant.
Yep.
All right, and I need that D100.
Really putting that necrotic resistance to use today.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to have.
57.
57. Fantastic. All right. Moving on to the 6th minor flaw, the lesser
Sure.
flaw.
Do it again. So much fun.
All right.
17.
17 is a success.
Woohoo!
Next up,
23.
that is a success.
And a natural
and a natural 20. No problem whatsoever. Another round of dex checks as another burst of fire and death energy rolls out of this thing.
You know, I feel like we're getting all of our nat 20s out now before we fight Oligar, and then we're just nat 1s across the board.
Yeah.
Could be.
Hey, look, I actually made a dexterity save.
That's awesome.
Stop
How much
tripping over on
damage
damn
do I
feet.
take today?
So Spoot rolls a 16. That's good. And then I need Heckle with an 18. Exceptional. And Nereus.
But the 9.
Ooh.
The 9. So, Grig and Nereus fail. Everyone else succeeds. Those who failed take 11 fire and 4 necrotic. Nereus, you would take 2. Everybody else takes 5 fire and 2 necrotic.
Well, that's fun, because I look like crap.
Nereus's eyebrow has been burned off.
I was concentrating too hard on watching what he was doing and forgot that there were things that were going to hit me in the face.
Oh,
Yep.
wait.
Yeah, you've all been blasted by these things. Cool.
Wait. I've been concentrating. How many times do I have to roll?
Oh.
Oh, yes. 3. They're all DC 10. So just don't roll in that one.
Wrong character sheet. There we go. Natural 20.
Excellent. Or I guess roll above a
24.
3. Good.
27. And another 2 natural 20s. God damn it.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Can I use those other places, please? Thank you.
But hey, I don't suddenly have a defect in my belt pouch, so I'm all for it.
That is true. And I need Grig to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no. That's the one I'm really good at. 12.
Wait, can't
But
you flash yourself?
I can. I'm gonna do it and be like, oh, this happened a defect, and hopefully a 16 makes it better.
Okay, so you get a 16. Grig, you're 10 feet away from this other goblin, watching him work. You've got to stop him at all costs.
Yeah, okay. That's, yep. Firebolt.
Is that your most powerful stop him spell?
I mean, that's the most attacky. I have the crown. I guess I could dominate person and tell him not to do it.
No, you know that you need to destroy him. So, Firebolt, 16, hits. He takes
Counter
50.
spell.
This is a surprise round.
Oh, God. That's a reaction.
No reactions.
Nope, just out of nowhere, you watch Grig firebolt him from 10 feet away. And now, everybody roll initiative. Poor Heckle gets blasted by fire.
God damn it.
I just need to stop Heckle, not my friends. So,
Yep.
Is there a
Yeah,
3-point
it's nothing to do with your
roll?
friends. It's all about stopping Heckle at whatever cost by any means necessary. You got to take him out. All right. So, at the top of this initiative order...
That's better.
No, that
I
is
spent
good.
my sorcery point.
Okay, cool. And Spoot?
But you're already concentrating.
Okay, Spoot's 13. At the top of the initiative order,
But I can do something else, though.
Heckle
yeah.
runs the fuck away, shouting,
Where to?
"They've gone crazy, man! Like, dude, they've totally gone crazy!"
I'm gonna run too.
He just like action, movement, bonus action, just is like running, like not stopping, just like serpentine, like he's getting the fuck out. Y'all people are crazy. Everybody's like totally after me, bro. I thought I was supposed to do this. This is crazy, man. What the fuck? After getting blasted, next up is Nereus.
All right. I forgot what I. No, none of that will work. Okay. Nereus is going to. Is the spell concentration? It is not. So
Okay.
fuck it.
Fuck it.
Oh wait. I don't think Greg would be willing in this case.
You have no idea.
They look pretty
Fuck.
pissed.
I know. I was like, wait, I'm just gonna catnap Greg, and then, but I don't think that Greg's willing.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, you can see that their total demeanor has changed. Their eyes have gone like focused, angry, red Grig eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And they are intent upon killing Heckle.
There's got to be a high level spell that I can not have to concentrate on.
Great.
Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, that's that's concentration. All right, yeah, no, I am just going to go up to Greg and just try to grapple them for now.
All right, make an athletics check versus Grig's acrobatics or athletics.
I love this image. Oh.
Do you pop the
Nope.
wings out while you grapple them?
So you try to grab Grig, but they are far too slinky and slippery, and they wrestle out.
Oh yeah, no, I can't
Yeah.
take my sorcery point back.
Okay. Next up is Grig.
Great.
Nearest is next to you, but that doesn't matter. You got to take out this other goblin.
No, exactly. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Counterspell.
There's one.
That time the counter spell fires off,
There you go.
canceling your Scorching Ray. Next up, we have Spoot, I believe, with a 13. No, Olive with a 14.
Olive is already near the door with Slugfect in her pocket. She's going to step between Heckle and the door and attempt to prevent him from leaving.
Okay. Anything else?
She's going to an attempt to mollify him.
To mollify him? How?
He can't escape.
Oh, at the door, we can't. There's no way in and no way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marilot has warded this room, so nothing can get in or out without his permission.
Great. In that case, throw polymorph at Grig, and DC
Okay.
16.
Grig, wisdom saving throw, DC 16. That is a 5. What does Grig become?
Now there's a pair of slugs.
2 slugs hanging out.
All right, we've got Slugfect and Slig. Slig.
Yep.
Slig.
All right.
Slug. Slop.
Flag.
Pick up the other slug. Put her in the pocket with put them in the pocket with defect. Now I've got
All
a
right.
pocket full of slugs.
Yep, there's 2 slugs that are slowly trying to like climb up and out of the pouch.
2 angry slugs in my belt pouch.
Yeah. Well, one is angry, the other's just got a job to do. Slugfect and Grug. That's a good one. Thank you, I've got it. That's a good one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Grug.
Slugfect and Grug. Wonderful. Heckle is wide-eyed as hell and like, dude, what is going on with you people? All I'm doing is what you want me to do, and then you start attacking me.
Yeah, we're really sorry. They're in my pocket now.
For now.
You got a pocket full of slugs. It's gonna be fine.
Everything's fine. Just keep working, please. We gotta finish this. It's the only way for any of us to leave at this point.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, you were definitely re-rolling that one.
I was about to say, you can have advantage because you're all trying to convince him. So,
Oh.
before you sorcery point. 18, okay. With an 18, he looks at you all, he's like, well, like, not to harsh the vibes or whatever, but I guess I do only have like one to go before I move on to the last one. So, like, and he kind of like brushes hair that he doesn't have away from his eye. I guess like I can, all right, totally. All right, let's get this done, and then you can fix your friends or whatever, okay, man? Like, just, all right, here we go. And he kind of waddles back.
I was going to throw a healing word at him as a goodwill gesture.
Which he greatly appreciates. Because it is evident that he is singed, and like he's singed a little bit. He did take some fire damage from like the bursts.
12 healing.
Yeah, which is good. But yeah, his fancy clothes are definitely looking singed around the edges.
I'll clean this up later.
You got mending?
I do.
Nice. Then yeah, you can fix his clothes.
No mending. She just has healing word, and she's sorry.
Both are good right now.
How do you think Nears keeps his clothes so nice?
That's right.
That's fair.
Especially with all the nonsense we get up to.
Mending and prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
Beats a bath any day.
All right. Olive, at this point in time, two of your friends have gone crazy and succumbed to some desire to destroy Heckle, to stop him. I'd like you to make an insight check for me.
22.
It is very evident to you that whatever is happening to them is because of this Xinniandu, this dracolich that you are trying to destroy. It's fighting back. It's somehow it's reaching out and influencing your friends somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it's something as simple as a charm. You think it's something other than that. It's like it's an exertion of control. Maybe they've been cursed. It's hard to know. Similar, because you've had experience with vampires, so you know that is something they can do. So it reminds you of the effects that those who were cursed by the various vampiric forces you've battled were under.
I'm going to mention this to my remaining conscious humanoid friends. That thing's fighting back, and it's mind controlling them in some way. Seems bad. I think we should all move as far away from this goblin as we can, so that it's harder for anyone else to get to him.
Works for me.
Spoot agrees.
Anyone got a shield or something they can throw on this man?
Nope.
The only shield I have prepared is only good for self, so not cool.
I could, but that would mean Slugfect would no longer be Slugfect.
Right, that's no good.
Oh.
We want the slugs in my pocket to stay slugs.
Yeah. We'll just have to hope for the best.
All right. Heckle nods and agrees, and the three of you pull back to the far edge, 60 feet away from him, in the hopes that is enough to at least stop you or allow others to at least prevent something should this occurrence happen again on the final flaw. Or the final lesser flaw, I should say.
Yeah.
Olive is also going to cast a chill fire shield on herself.
Okay.
That's a concentration. You're concentrating, right?
It is not a concentration.
Good deal.
It does make me resistant to fire damage, which seems important as I'm now holding concentration on a slug.
Mm-hmm. Good deal. All right. Time for the last minor flaw. Who's going to roll this?
Really?
I'm next in the order that we've been doing.
All right. D20 plus 7 at advantage.
18 plus 7 is
That is a
5.
success.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 for 2 successes.
Yay!
It's a lot of natural 20.
It is
You've been rolling a lot of dice.
Yeah.
I need the 3 of you and Heckle to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
No.
Boot is a 4.
Huh. All of us no fucking dexterity today.
All right.
Back tripping over my own feet. Hope I don't fall in the slugs.
Ooh, Heckle's a 7. And Nereus.
Is a 5.
Everybody fails this time around.
Nobody has any dexterity left.
So everybody takes 11 points of fire damage and 3 necrotic. If you are resistant to fire, you would take 5 points of fire damage and 3 necrotic.
Uh-huh.
If you are resistant to necrotic, you would take 1 point of necrotic.
Great.
Wait, so how
So
much
that
fire
was-
damage was it? Sorry.
11.
11.
So that was
Let's see.
So it would be 14 in total if you took it all. Which Heckle did.
bummer.
All right,
We-
Spoot is going to use a mass healing word.
Very
and a
cool.
con save for
Or no, mass
Yep.
cure wounds.
Yep, that's a success. I'll need one from Nereus as well. DC 10.
Oh, yes, sorry. 14.
oh good.
All right.
Still have a pocket full of
Thank
slugs.
you,
Still got slugs.
King Khan.
For how much longer?
You've been concentrating on Slugfest for 40 minutes.
All right, so hopefully the last one's just enough time.
Cool.
Yep. And I will need a D100 roll, please.
Boot is going to cast mass cure wounds.
Oh, yes. Go ahead. Roll for that.
Everybody gets 12.
All right. Everybody gets 12 hit points back, including Heckle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Heckle,
blood,
Olive,
right.
Nereus, and Spoot.
Fantastic.
Not
And
much, but hey.
oh, that's a terrible D100 for 4.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
seen your rolls.
Yeah, we're all seeing Jared's rolls.
Oh, weird. Oh, well, there we go. Well, doesn't really matter. You all see as Spoot looks towards...
That's the cleric.
Yes, indeed. The cleric has now become the enemy. As though he just healed, he launches a hurtful spell to stop.
Counter spell.
Excellent. It is countered. It would be his most painful spell. So let's see. What would he have done? He would have done a 5th level guiding bolt. So go ahead and roll against that. DC 15 charisma.
On your counter spell.
Natural 20.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Poof. The divine energies are gone. Spoot moves 30 feet closer to him. I need the three of you to roll initiative.
I was standing next to Spoot. Can I get an attack of opportunity?
Well, were you standing next to him, or had you pulled off to different sides? I thought you had all pulled far away.
We all pulled away from Heckle.
Right.
No, because then nobody would be in range, and we have 3 casters up.
Okay, so you were all in the same spot. Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, we've moved as far from Heckle as possible, but like near each other.
Because you all have been through this twice now, you kind of suspect it's going to happen. You know it was the last one, so there's not a surprise round. So the counterspell goes off, which means you cannot take an attack of opportunity because you've used your reaction. But you see Spoot does move 30 feet closer towards him. And at this point, everyone go ahead, roll initiative.
We're going to re-roll that again.
Okay.
I can't afford to let these you people go before me.
No.
I will roll for Spoot.
Better. 20.
Nice.
Oh.
That is fantastic. Because Spoot rolled a 17. Once again, Heckle rolled a natural 20 on his initiative roll and just starts running as far away as he can, screaming, "Ah! You guys are like totally not as cool as I thought you were. Oh, you owe me so much more money for this. Oh, man." But he fucking runs. Nereus, you're next up.
All right. I am going to reach my hand out towards Olive. Give me the slugs. Go change into something. Get Spoot.
Great. Olive. Am I next? No, Spoot's next.
Yeah, but I can counter him again.
Great.
So, give me the slugs.
I'll
Go pin him down with something.
Great. I'm
Turn into a rock. I don't know.
throwing slugs, throwing slugs at Nereus.
Please don't throw me.
You can hand him your belt pouch. It's not that hard. It's not like you have to like pick out the individual slugs and gently toss them over. Here's the belt pouch. It's fine.
Toss the slugs.
Slug tossing, the new adventure game coming to you by Hasbro and Mattel.
But it's funnier if I throw them. Yeah, no, great.
Slug tossing, tossing the slugs around.
All right, I'm giving Nereus the slugs,
Yep.
and I'm turning into a giant constrictor snake.
Okay. Cool.
And
Object interaction given the bag of snails. Bonus action, constrictor snake.
constrictor snake.
What's your speed as what's your
It's,
speed?
30.
Okay. So yeah, so you can catch up to Spoot as a constrictor snake real quick.
Yeah, here I am, giant constrictor snake, in his way.
Well, it's not your turn yet though. So first is Spoot, who does chase and sends off a 5th level. He's you can tell he's gonna send off another spell, Nereus.
No, he's not.
Great. Make a DC 15 spell for your counterspell.
The only time I'm ever doing this against a party member.
That's false, and you know it. Someday you're gonna do it against Greg.
Yeah.
Just to make Greg
17
mad.
is a success.
That's
So
fair.
you successfully wink out whatever spell that he was going to cast at 5th level.
Nereus will just yell, "Will you stop already?"
He doesn't respond. He's just like staring, and his eyes have gone like they've got like a red rim, much like Griggs did actually. As he's chasing after this goblin who's running all over the place, past anything it can to like evade Spoot.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Very large.
Now, Olive, you can indeed become
chase.
the constrictor snake. Give chase. You get within reach. go ahead and make your constrict attack on Spoot. A 14 does not hit Spoot.
No. Does not. Sad story.
Yep. So that goes back to Heckle, who just keeps running around, evading. We go next to Nereus.
Good God.
Olive, I will say at the end of your turn, you can tell that definitely Spoot's under the same influence, that same effect, that same curse, that same whatever effect that the other two were under, and that is concerning to you. Maybe restraints aren't the ultimate solution on this one, but it's a deterrent at least. So Nereus, what would you like to do?
I'm trying to think. Because there's a couple things I could do. Possibly.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Can I make an Arcana check? Do I know if like Dispel Magic will work on this?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
$18.
It does not appear as though they are enchanted. With an 18 Arcana check, it appears as though they have been cursed. It is possible a Dispel Magic will do it. But you know for a fact as you like look into Spoot's red-rimmed eyes, definitely like the remove curse thing that Olive and Defect went through. Oh well, actually Nereus wasn't there for that. But if you had the ability to remove a curse, like definitely that would absolutely work. The Dispel Magic is more of a gamble, but possible.
Unfortunately, I am not so supportive as to have a spell like Cure Curse or Remove Curse. So I am just...
and actually, you would possibly also know that... I think you would know that on an 18, Dispel Magic dispels spells and spell effects, and this is not a spell effect.
Okay. Disintegrate it is, I guess.
Yep. Just disintegrate Spoot at the end.
It's fine.
We're done here, Spoot.
Sorry,
Thank
Matt.
you. Why does everything have to be concentration?
Yeah, welcome to my world.
No, it's like any sort of like more like support spell I have is concentration. And I can't let go of Defect.
Entirely academic point since I've already done it, but I gave Nereus the slugs. When I become an animal, all of my stuff becomes part of the animal. Would the slugs have become part of me, or would I have dropped them?
That would have been an interesting thing to find out.
That would have been disturbing.
Greg comes
Would
back
have died
traumatized.
in the pocket dimension of wild shape.
Just a thought I just had. I was like,
Oh my god.
That's a good thought to have.
Terrifying.
never tried to wild shape with another creature in in my gear.
I feel like it's got to be just like putting them in the bag of holding.
God damn it, I don't have
Yeah, who's to know? All right, so
Who have to be the only one with? All right, I don't know. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm just gonna try to stay within range of Spoot enough to counterspell him again.
all right,
So I'll
so
go up 30 feet.
all right, cool. Yeah, so you can chase after Spoot fairly easily. Cool. Well, Spoot is going to try to do a spell again. Because he can't quite chase, or he can't quite catch Heckle. Heckle is far too quick. But he does look like he's getting ready to launch a spell. So
I will say, I already had used a 5th level spell from Spoot. So you
okay.
cast 1 5th level, so you would have had to probably up or down cast the other one.
Okay. So he's about to cast again. You counterspell it, I assume?
Yep.
All right, make a check.
This is your life now.
I just a counter spell bot.
Yep. Hey, it's a good thing to do.
I wish I had more reactions. 17.
That successfully counters his 4th level spell slot.
Great. That's
Yeah.
right. All of
I
has.
mean, I know none of us can cast a spell high enough for a 17 to not take effect.
You would cast a 3rd level healing word, or no? You cast a 5th level healing word. That's
No,
the one you cast.
Cure, mass cure
Cure
wounds.
Mass cure wounds. That's what it was, and that was the 5th level, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
I
Just
think
making
that's
sure.
the only level it could be cast at, aside from 6th.
Great. Cool. All right. That brings us to Olive the Massive Snake.
23 to constrict.
That will absolutely constrict him. And he takes 14 points of damage.
Bludgeoning damage, and he has escaped the DC 16 to escape the grapple.
Excellent. Cool. Yeah, let's see. Can he get out of it?
I can actually say what kind of check it is. I assume strength.
It's either acrobatics or athletics, just like any other grapple. He fails and can't burst out of it. So for the purposes of this, I'm going to say you have successfully grappled Spoot for the time being.
Great.
And we can drop initiative at that.
So now Nereus is running around with 2 slugs and a giant constrictor snake coiled around a turtle.
Yeah.
And
And Heckle is like freaked out beyond all belief and just like, you guys are like totally messed up and crazy, yo. Like,
Go, please finish.
make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
all of to do is
Guy.
hiss at him.
Screw you, 24.
24 at disadvantage. Holy shit.
Get to work.
Yay! Charismatic character!
All right, but you owe me more money.
You have mithril tools in your hands.
And they'll stay in mine after this then.
Nope.
You're not there.
Slug.
I'm
slug.
a slug. Oh, I hate you.
And you're a slug who fucking attacked him, so.
I hate you so much. Don't give away the mithril tools. I was bonding with that god.
Spoot is struggling, but Olive's massive coils have like wrapped him up. And I'm gonna say like you've like coiled all the way around him so he cannot move at all.
Oh yeah.
Olive knows how to cast spells, so just like restrain.
Yeah, so he's beyond grappled at this point. He's fully restrained. Yeah. And he's just struggling the whole time, but cannot
Until this grapple
beast.
ends, he's restrained anyway.
Oh, great.
It's actually a condition of the snake grapple.
Oh, that is fantastic to know. Good to know. Yeah, so you've got him dead to rights. Like he's
Yep, he's
good.
just a coil of snake with a turtle head and a sombrero sticking out.
Cool.
Big
All right.
glasses.
With the granny glasses on the
And gigantic
sombrero
glasses.
brim.
All right. So Heckle goes over and looks at this thing, and you can see like bits and shards have fallen away, and it's like exposed layers that have like flaked off, and all that remains is like this like dark shape that's been hidden inside this emerald, and it's just like all the way in there. It's like a black speck, and it is pulsing, and it's like lined with red and shadow, much like the eyes of your friends. So Heckle's going to go in. It's the main floor. It's a little more difficult. He's got a +7, and the tools are giving him advantage. So, who would like to roll for this check? And the little black energy entity inside is pulsing and straining violently, like it is seeking a way to get out and get vengeance. It looks angry and vengeful.
Olive doesn't have hands anymore.
Defect.
Going in order.
Yeah.
It's Mike's turn.
It is.
All right.
All right, Mike.
All right.
That's a 26. That is a success.
Yay! Another 26.
Another 26. Very good.
Another
Yeah.
And another 26. Gosh
Number.
dang. All right. You see Heckle in a desperate attempt to like end this craziness and like go back to his shop and have a bottle of bourbon or something, like takes these tools and over 10 minutes cracks that last flaw. And as you hear that the phylactery, the emerald, shatters into shards, like little baby pieces, like blasting apart and erupting in a torrent of flames and dark energy as a howling scream of rage blasts out. I need Heckle, Olive, and Nereus, and Spoot. I guess Spoot just fails because he is currently bound, to all make dexterity saving throws against a torrent of energy that is released.
No, Heckle. Fuck.
Okay.
Heckle's not feeling so good.
Yep.
It's fine. We'll bring Heckle back.
Nereus succeeds, which is good. This blast is much more powerful, and you could feel the rage. It's almost as if the final eminence of rage and anger burst out of this phylactery as you destroy it. Those who failed, which is everyone except Nereus, takes 14 points of fire damage and 6 points of necrotic damage. Nereus, you would reduce the necrotic to 1.
Okay.
Because you're resistant and you saved.
Great.
So,
Wait, so it's 20 points of damage.
yeah, 20 points. So Spoot takes 20 points of damage. Olive, you take 20 points of damage.
I'll just put 10.
Heckle also takes 20 points of damage. Yeah.
Little snake. Still grappling.
Yep. And I also need... oh, sorry. I gave everybody the wrong damage. Sorry. I read the wrong effect. So you can regain those hit points.
Great.
So this final torrent is only pure fire damage, which is good for Olive.
Has it been more than... How long has it been since the last burst?
10 minutes.
It's a 10-minute spell.
I will say it... Well, no, because you did it before the last burst. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not part of it anymore.
You do, because
Yeah.
you transform near me, you have 5 temp.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, good call. Good call.
Yep.
So in that case, Nereus, you would take 12 fire damage because you saved. Everyone else will take 24 fire damage. And I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw as well.
No.
I can do that.
Nice.
That's excellent.
Not where I'm...
Heckle gets a +3 to his wisdom save.
Alright.
Nearest gets a 14.
I don't it matters.
Heckle gets a 17.
Heckle gets a 17.
Just occurred to me I should have done the snake's dexterity, but it's only one to that, so it would have been the same result. Still would have been failure.
Okay.
Spook get 1 too?
Spoot does get 1 too, yes.
26.
Are we trying to save?
All right.
The slug's wisdom.
Nereus and Heckle,
No.
you have a great fear rush over you. You are under the effect of a dragon's frightful presence for the next minute.
Great.
As rising out of the dark fire and the black ichor thing, a spectral form in the shape of Xinniandu, the rage fire, no longer a flame, but see-through and transparent, and howling in this eerie, ghostly rage, rises up from the end, filling the room in his huge form. Vengeance! As he stares down at the four of you with poor little Heckle there. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative, because that's where we're going to end tonight's session of Nuuli Forged.
Has it been 20 minutes yet?
Actually, this is the time when defects, when the spell ends on defect, right at this moment, and the pouch bursts apart, a slug falls to the ground, and defect is standing next to Olive.
Next to Nereus.
Or next to Nereus, that's right. But, defect, your eyes are not rimmed in red, and your mind is your own.
Boom.
All right.
Cool. Is
I was
Spook
about to
still
be
struggling?
like, oh, hi.
Oh.
As I get clobbered.
So we will pick up there next week with Defect, Olive, Nereus, and Spoot as themselves. Spoot seemingly controlled by something. Perhaps this once dracolich, now ghost lich thing. And we'll see what happens next week here on Nuuli Forged. Woo!
We're all gonna die.
Something like that.
Big times. Well done for destroying the phylactery, though, everybody. Well done indeed.
Did that.
That was tense.
Yeah, you did it, though. You did it. I kind of built these mechanics myself based on like seeing what other people had done for similar rituals and whatnot. Hopefully it was enjoyable. You sailed through it for the most part.
So 2 full casters can restrain the rest of the party.
Yeah. Good job. You did really well. It seems you just have the form of a ghost dragon to deal with.
Yeah.
Where's Marilot?
Marilot's in his tower. You are in this warded room in a pocket dimension. You don't even know if he's like watching on like a TV screen or something. He might have no idea what's going on in here. But hopefully he checks in. We'll find out.
We're not
Cool.
trapped there forever.
On the
Yes.
plus side, it no longer matters if Heckle dies.
Wow, that's cold.
The phylactery.
It is a little bit cold-hearted.
I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking that
I'm
whole
partly a
time.
reptile.
I mean, listen, at this point,
absolutely was thinking that.
we can still smash or break glass if...
If we break glass, we all die.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
can self-detonate. That's
I mean, I've never party wiped that way, but it's a possibility. I've never had a party willingly... I've never had a game end with the party self-destructed the room they were in and perished in an interdimensional compression destruction thing.
Well, now that you say that, guess what I have to do?
Oh no.
Hey, I can't tell Nereus what to do. Only you can
I'm
do
now
that.
obligated.
Do we think it's instantaneous? Because we still have a couple of ways out of the room.
No, it's like a garbage compactor.
Who's to say? It is magic, so
It is magic.
who knows? Who knows? Could be crazy.
We still have a latch blade and a teleport.
I have to be on the same plane to do the teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not interplanar.
We still have a latch blade. That's interplanar because it opens to the astral sea if I want it to.
That is a potential get out.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm a slug. I'm on the floor.
No, you're in my hand.
No, the pouch popped open.
Oh, the pouch
The,
popped.
the
right.
pouch ripped
Yeah.
open, sending the contents flying, including one slug and one defect, who is now returned to his own
I imagine
self.
Slug Grig is now like on Nereus, angrily crawling.
Yeah, slug Grug is just like crawling up your face.
Someone owes me a new belt pouch. I mean, hiss.
Yeah, we're gonna end a little. We're gonna end a little early tonight because this is the perfect spot to end it.
Yeah,
And
it's
we'll-
either now or an hour from now.
Yeah, and we'll have to pick up here next week on June 7th.
Yeah.
Which will be fun times had by all. At an intense moment with some lives on the line, because I don't think anyone is at full health here.
Nope.
And you have definitely expended resources in this process.
Yep.
So it will be an interesting battle that ensues.
Yeah.
So with that being said, good job, everyone. You've done things that are good for the world. You've destroyed a phylactery of a dracolich.
Oh, yay.
Hey, that's good news. Wow, cool. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Incomplete, for subscribing and joining us this evening. Hope you had some fun here. Thank you very much. Thank you, I've Got It, for redeeming some fun things, for giving Heckle a surfer bro accent. That's very cool, very important. And for just generally being the best mod on Twitch. So thank you. Thank you, I've Got It. Much appreciated. Much love. Who's to say? It'll be a crazy time when we resume here next week. So, as I figure out who we're going to raid this evening, we're going to go around and say some adieus. Feel free to plug anything, players, that you might have or think is cool or whatnot. We'll start with Nereus.
Thanks for watching, guys, and watch me TPK the team next week.
Harsh, but potentially a thing.
Yeah.
I feel dared.
You feel dared? Excellent. Cool. Wonderful. Next up, we have Olive.
Oh, hey, that's me. I have been Olive, the snake. I am Sarah most of the time. And thanks for watching. We have a YouTube channel and a Twitch channel, and we have Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all the things. We're Nuuli Forged at all of those places. And you should watch us and catch up. And watch I'll turn into other ridiculous things. And that's it. Have a nice summer, everybody. Love you. Okay, bye.
Yes, unfortunately, Sarah will be unavailable for a little while. And we'll talk about what we will do so as to not lose out on Olive time next week after this facing of the spectral dragon thing.
Sorry, friends.
It's all right. Work is a thing that happens, and real life always impacts fun times because it's stupid that way. But that brings us on up to Greg.
Hello, I am Amber. I am also Greg. I don't know what I like. I did just play this game that is based on Terry Pratchett book called Flax. It was confusing, but I think I like it. I don't know. Go check out your local board game shop.
Doing a
Got
great
fun
job
stuff.
selling it.
You never know what you'll find. No,
What's the name of it?
It's called Clax. It's based on going postal.
Ah.
You are
Oh.
racing Moist. You are the Clax company. Decoding messages.
Oh boy.
I think the mechanism of it is cool. I think the game is cool. The rules are a little confusing because we kept coming up with what ifs. And like, are we doing this right? But anyway, the moral of the story is go check out a local game shop because you never know what you're going to find. And it's great.
Solid plan.
I love it.
That's it.
I'm all about supporting your friendly local game store. So
That's right.
do it up. Buy cool games. Buy indie games more so than anything else. But
Yeah, wander in. You never know what you're going to find. It's going to be great.
yeah.
Your FLGS, your friendly local game store.
Yeah. And that brings us, last but most certainly not least, to Defect.
AKA Slugfect. Thanks for having me back. Pleasure being here. Catch you all next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Wonderful. And I have been your humble dungeon master here. My name is Jared. We thank you. Nobody picked this name. Good to see you. We're going to raid some demi-plane RPGs, so let them know that they've been newly raided. They're playing some tabletop RPGs over on that channel. It's getting to be a crazy time in the world, so stay cool, stay hydrated, be safe, be kind, be empathetic, and happy Pride Eve, everybody. We will be all prided up on the next stream, which just means I changed the logo a little bit. But hey,
We get the pretty heart back.
yeah. So, hey, gay. Good job. I killed Tanner.
Hi, gay.
Hi, gay.
Hi,
So, hi, gays. Hi, allies. Hi, everybody. So, thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. We're going to do a raid over to Demi-Plane RPGs. Big ups to I've Got It for being the best mod around. And we will see you all here on Wednesday next week. Same
Same slug channel.
same newly timed, same slug channel, same all the things. Although one less slug now. So we'll
For now.
But yeah, for now.
For now.
Darius is not concentrating
for now.
anymore.
Yeah, the concentration is
We're
over,
all
so
done
that's
with the
good.
Dragon, but only for now
Yeah.
until we hit the red glass.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens with Grug next week. So goodbye, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Goodbye.